Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques.
Hulk.
What's up, folks? What is good? Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So, as you all know, we got the Cincinnati Bengals for the playoffs. Jacques and I, we've been hearing so many people, oh my gosh, you better watch for Cincinnati. Their offense is unbelievable. They're scary. We better be nervous. We better be shaking in our boots, right? Cool. We know Joe Burrow's been balling of late. So has Jamar Chase.
Yep.
Jacques and I have been watching film over the past several days. Jacques, you and I have been jumping out of our phones, bro. Like, man, look at this. Look at these opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Hey, you nailed it, Hawk. I mean, like you said, it is a lot of people are fearful of the Bengals. Like we talked about it on the show when we did Monday, where half of the fan base is confident and the other half is like, oh man, I don't know what to expect, because it's the media. The media has hyped these guys up so much,
right,
to the point where you think they are the Chiefs or the Bills, like literally. And with the Chiefs and the Bills, I feel like they're a more complete team. They still got their flaws, don't get me wrong, but right, I feel like they're a more complete team, and I think they're coached better. So, like you said, this is a different take from what we usually do with our content.
Right. Yep.
We're kind of going to give you a small breakdown, not nothing too big, but a breakdown where y'all can feel at least good and confident to be like, you know what, hey, you know what, the weekly boys sit there and they told us about this, that, and the third, and it actually came through.
That's right. And it's not going to be a play and stop situation, but we're going to play some video clips. And the purpose of this segment is called Expose Them. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to expose the Cincinnati Bengals. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to expose them. Yes, sir. All right. So let's first talk about Cincinnati's offense. Right. ESPN has been talking a lot about, Joe Burrow, who, again, he's had some great games of late. Cincinnati is first win in the playoffs in 31 years. Many people weren't even born when they won their last playoff game. Cincinnati is riding on a high right now. And what you might think is that Cincinnati has this offense that just throws it deep all the time. They get 1,000 yards a game and things like that or whatever. Now, they've had 1 or 2 games like that. Cool. But generally speaking, their offense is not as dynamic as you might think. And I really think it plays in the Titans' favor. So what I want to do first on their offense is expose their offensive line. So what I'm going to do is I am going to expose the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line, okay? The clip that you're going to see is in the epitome of what's been going on all season with the Cincinnati Bengals. One, Joe Burrow has been sacked more than any quarterback in the NFL, okay? And we have opportunities with the guys that we have in the middle, like Jeffrey Simmons, Danico Autry, to act a clown against the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line, okay? It's their weak point. Quentin Spain is one of their guards who used to play for the Titans. So we all know about Quentin Spain, right? He better be ready. So I want to show you a clip of where Joe Burrow gets sacked. And again, Joe Burrow's not a guy that's going to run around. Like, if you put the pressure up in the middle and you hit him a few times, he gets nervous and he gets happy feet. So I'm going to play this clip right now of him being sacked. Check it out.
The rookie Chris Evans is the back. They do bring 1. They bring 4. Burrow will go down. Sacked by Max Crosby.
Okay, so you see the video, right? I'm going to play it one more time so you can see him getting sacked.
The rookie Chris Evans is the back. They do bring 1. They bring 4. Burrow will go down. Sacked by Max Crosby.
Now, think of that with our defense. We're not the Raiders, y'all. We're the Titans. Our front four is much more of a menace. That's going to be open for us. And it's been like that. I played that clip because I've seen that on several game clips of where Joe Burrow gets sacked. It's always in the middle. And their offensive line in the middle, they're terrible. They're awful. So Joe Burrow can be there all he wants, but their offensive line better block. We will have opportunities, y'all.
I like that. I'm going to just get a little deeper. Even with that play in that video that you showed, those were on stunts. Those are stunts and delays, right?
Yep.
And a lot of that sometimes comes with coverage sacks.
Facts.
Remember, like you said, They're supposed to be this dynamic offense where when I think about dynamic, I'm thinking every series, every play, they're throwing downfield. Jamar Chase is there. Jamar Chase is there. And when I see that, it's like, okay, that was almost like a coverage sack where it was like they call it, it's a stunt that you come back and you in the D-tack, it kind of switch places and he shoots up the middle and he goes. So on that play, great point on that clip. I mean, definitely, like you said,
yep,
that's what he does, bro.
That's right. That's right.
That's
it's
what
there.
He does. It is. Like you said, the interior is not good. And then most games that they play, the games that I've seen them play, I don't think there's a team with a front four like we have that they've played yet. You can correct me if I'm wrong. If I look at their schedule, there's not 4 guys at least 3 guys on the line. It's over 8 sacks?
8 sacks that are menaces, and and even an All-Pro in Jeffrey Simmons.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's where I think this is a challenge, and I don't think the Bengals fans realize. I know, like you said, I think the hype and the happiness of them winning their first playoff game is kind of blinded them a little bit.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, you guys, your offensive line is not good, and you can't continue to win games like this because it's going to get exposed eventually, right?
Exactly.
So,
yes.
Definitely. So I guess we'll go to my clip next, huh?
Okay. All right.
So I want to talk about the defensive side of the ball as well, right? They played the Cleveland Browns, okay? And in this game, I believe they lost. It was 41 to, I believe it was 16, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Browns put up points. They just didn't do it on offense. They did it on defense too. And it was this one play where I think everybody kind of seen it where I think it's Denzel Ward, correct?
Yep, Denzel Ward. Yep.
Denzel Ward took it to the house on a 100-yard run. Now, Hawk, play the clip and let them see it.
Back. Fake it to him. Burrow has a target in sight, and it's stolen. It's stolen by Denzel Ward, who cuts back at the 40, and he may be going the distance. A full 100 yards to glory.
Okay. All right. So, and you know, one more. Let's play it one more time. If you didn't look at it or see what happened, look at the clip again. Look where Jamar Chase was. Look where Joe Burrow was throwing to, and look who he was throwing to in that moment. Play the clip again, Hawk.
Back. Fake it to him. Burrow has a target in sight, and it's stolen. It's stolen by Denzel Ward.
Okay. So when I break that down, his main target that he's going to throw to is Jamar Chase. Okay. Every time. Okay. On that drive, I think he threw to him. He was looking for him most of that drive. That's how they marched. Like you said, they can push the ball down the field. That's what they were able to do.
Yep.
The thing is, if you have a smart defense and a smart cornerback that can recognize that and say, hey, this is his main target on that particular play. Joe Burrow didn't go through his progressions at all.
None.
His first read was Jamar Chase.
Yep.
He goes back. He goes to throw, and Denzel Ward just sit there patiently and took off and jump cut that ball and took it to the house.
Facts.
That's how you play this offense. It's patience, right?
Yep.
If you get in one-on-one situations as a DB, it's called patience, right? That's where a lot of DBs get messed up. A lot of their deep passes this year on offense has been miscommunications from the other team's secondary. Yep. I've watched most of their games this week, and it's just miscommunication, miscues. And when you kind of take away those miscues and miscommunications, it almost says keep them in front. And in that situation, I give you credit, Hawk, on this, where you say on that short field, they don't play good on a short field.
They don't.
In that situation, they didn't play well in that short field. And it ultimately cost them. And that was the momentum shift in that game when he threw that interception and he took it to the house. That energized the Browns to just break the game open. And the Bengals could not go back and recover from that. Just on the next player drive, they scored, but they just couldn't get it going. And mark my words, people, if Joe Burrow, I think each team, it's maybe a couple of games where he threw an interception, they won, but 9 times out of 10, when he throws a pick, they're going to lose that game. So that's one film breakdown we have on their offense, well, the defense and everything like that. So
yep. Shaw, that's a hell of a breakdown. And this game was 2 months ago, and they're still doing the exact same thing. Cleveland beat them twice, by the way. And like you said, when you look at it, even against the Raiders, the same thing the Browns are doing. It's like, okay, you can chunk up some yards. The Titans do that too. We'll let receivers chunk up some yards. We do, but you're not going to score on us. We keep a sort of an umbrella from the end zone. And that's what the Browns did even on that play. That entire series, and Joe Burrow's done this all season, even when they played the Jets. Same situation. I'm looking for looking for Jamar Chase the entire way. Now, if he's not open, then I'll look at T. Higgins. Then if he's not open, I'll look deep for Boyd. That's just what they do. He looks for Jamar Chase every single time. Now you got Christian Fulton, who knows how he operates because they were teammates and they were high school teammates. He knows his tendencies if he guards him, right? You can see Denzel Ward is a top level cover corner out there. It's like you keep on throwing in the fire, you're gonna get burnt. And even against the Raiders, again, the Bengals didn't score all these touchdowns. They scored none in the second half. The Raiders defense just sat there, just like the Cleveland Browns did on that clip, got the interception, went to the house. We have those same opportunities. So I can't wait to shut down this offense. Okay. So, Jacques, great breakdown, bro. So let's talk about the Cincinnati defense. Okay. Now, the offense is better than the defense in many ways, right? The defense as well, they do have some injuries. Ogabiani, their defensive tackle, he's out, right? I think that's huge. It looks like Hendrickson was going to play, and I figured that. I say he'll play. He'll be all right. It's the playoffs. He'll take a shot, take some pills, and get his concussion down. He'll be all right. So I'm going to show some clips again for the Raiders game, which was just last week in the playoffs, on Cincinnati's defense. Now, where I have said that they're weak in the middle on offense, right? On defense too, right? It goes both ways. Their inside game is terrible, okay? Now, when I look at Cincinnati's defense, their interior defensive line is where they're the weakest, okay? Their linebackers don't come down crashing either. Now, I know people might say, well, they were a top 5 run defense, okay? But they haven't seen a Derrick Henry, like a lot of teams haven't before they played us. They might have been top 10, top 5 or whatever, and after they play us, they go down to like 18. Okay, so I want to show a clip from the Raiders game. The Raiders screwed up. The Raiders could have won this game by just simply running the football, and they stopped. They put the ball in Derek Carr's hand, and they lost because they couldn't score. I'm going to show 2 runs back-to-back. These plays happened back-to-back. 2 plays in a row of Josh Jacobs running through the middle of the defensive line. Now, I'm showing this to say this is just a microcosm of other games where this has happened with other teams too, okay? So I'm going to expose the defense and picture Josh Jacobs being Derrick Henry. Think about that when you watch this clip. So I'm going to play the clip right here.
The Raiders cashed, and they made it to the playoffs. First down run, Jacobs open space. Jacobs right, big opening there, and Jacobs into the secondary, pulling away from Bell. Jacobs caught from behind at the 12-yard line. What a run by Jacobs.
Now, like I said, think if that's Derrick Henry, right? Okay, let me play it again so you can really understand how the middle is wide open for us when we play them.
Jacobs right, big opening there, and Jacobs into the secondary, pulling away from Bell. Jacobs caught from behind at the 12-yard line. What a run by Jacobs.
Now, Jacques, Cincinnati they're gonna stop Derrick Henry, Deontay Foreman. They're gonna stop Dontrell Hilliard. We run the ball and we stay with the run. And I think Cincinnati's interior defense is where they're the weakest when it comes to stopping the run. On the outside, they do pretty well, but on the inside is where you can attack. And Ogabiani, again, I know Bengal fans were saying he's a defensive tackle that's more about, more of a pass rushing defensive end. That's okay. He's still a starting defensive tackle, and he's out there making tackles. He's out now. So the opportunity is in the middle. We have all of our offensive linemen there. Ben Jones, Roger Saffold, and Nat Davis in the middle. Can they control the middle? If they do, and you got 22 in the backfield, he's going to have a field day. The Bengals are not a big physical team. They are a fast running team on offense and defense. We are a big physical team. Run it down their freaking throats. Expose them. Run the football down the middle, in the gut. You will be successful, man. That's what I saw on these clips, bro. And I had to show this one to be like, that was just last week, bro. I can show clips from the Jets game that I saw. I can see games from the Ravens. Think about how Lamar Jackson used to run through them guys over the past few years, right? Run on them in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Also, salute to you. And I know there were a couple of Bengals fans in our comment section in the last video. It was like, well, we got DJ Reader. We've seen DJ Reader in Houston. Okay. If you're a new Bengals fan that's come to watching Titans Weekly or upload anybody, we know who DJ Reader is. All right. He doesn't scare me. Okay. He's not Calais Campbell. He's not Jeffrey Simmons. He's DJ Reader. Okay. Yep. He's good. But the way the Kings pissed off, I don't want to be in on the other end of that. So that's a great breakdown. So like you said, let's go to the defensive side of the ball, right? Now you broke down the Raiders game. I'm about to break down the Cleveland game. Okay,
bring it back, Shaq. Bring it back to the Cleveland game, bro.
Now I'm telling you, this is the game when I found out, and Hawk will tell you, when I found out we were playing the Bengals, I kind of figured it last week. I watched probably majority of their games this year, and I looked. I said, there's one game that I really want to look at, and it was the Cleveland game, because the Cleveland, and it's hard to believe, but Cleveland and Tennessee are built alike. They want to establish the run first, and then they got the O-line, and then they got the receivers, and then the defensive line, you got JD. What everybody thinks about JD, still JD, and you got Myles Garrett, and so on and so on, right? So we're kind of built alike. So I want to see scheme-wise how we work. So I looked at this. I'm looking at the game. I look at the defense of the Bengals. Something that they don't do is they don't blitz a lot, okay? Nope. They don't blitz a lot. Like, they think their front four is like the best thing since sliced bread. So what I want you to do, Hawk, is play this clip for me, man. And guys, I want you to see in this clip, what you're going to see is a clean pocket for Baker Mayfield. Now, we all know how Baker Mayfield did this year, right? A clean pocket from Baker Mayfield, a beautiful throw to Peoples-Jones, okay, guys? Peoples-Jones, right? Yep. He beat the safety, okay, for almost like a 50, 60-yard touchdown, all right? Yep. So play the clip, Paul.
So the Browns take over at the 40. And look at Baker going long. Peoples-Jones with the touchdown. 6.
All right. So if you didn't see that again, I'm going to break it down one more time. Look how clean the pocket was, okay? Look how much time Baker Mayfield had in the pocket, okay? He had at least good 3 to 4 or 5 seconds, right? Yep. Stood in there, shit the bomb downfield, boom, Peoples-Jones down there beating his man, touchdown, okay? Play the clip again, Hope.
So the Browns take over at the 40. And look at Baker going long. Peoples-Jones with the touchdown. 6.
Okay.
Wow.
So when I look at that, I'm looking at this is a top 5 run stopping defense, 1. But 2, where does their secondary rank in passing, right? To me, the Cincinnati Bengals is a team by circumstance, okay? They got hot at the right time, and they have a couple of pieces on offense that makes them this flashy team. But nobody talks about how their defense is not that good, okay? Yeah, they got Bates. They got Eli Apple. They got Akuzi, I think is his name. Yes, they got them, but I'm not scared of them, okay? So when I look at that, I'm looking at the Cincinnati's O-line, and they block very well. Baker Mayfield, I think, got sacked like twice in this game. But on that play, that's a clean pocket. Now imagine giving Tannehill a clean pocket. We know what he can do when he has a clean pocket. He doesn't do that stupid stuff where he's throwing into a pep rally. He throws AJ. Now that's a deep ball that can go to AJ, right? That could be AJ Brown. Just imagine that being AJ Brown. He's been trying to hit Julio like that. That might even be Julio or Nick Westbrook. You don't know, right?
Yep. That's
Peoples-Jones, okay, people? Peoples-Jones from the Cleveland Browns.
Champ against them jokers, yes.
Okay, lit them up, okay? Yep. Lit them up. And I'm looking and I'm like, what? Seriously? So you're telling me Julio, AJ Brown, Nick Westbrook, Tannehill's a weapon, Derrick Henry's a weapon, Deontay Foreman's a weapon, Hillier's a weapon. The offensive line, I feel like, a block better because this is not a big old challenge. The only challenge you got is Trey Hendrickson, and I trust Taylor Lewan with that. You're telling me that those plays that I just witnessed from the Browns that the Titans can't do those plays or they haven't been making those plays? Right? Defensively, man, they do not scare me at all. Matter of fact, I'm scared for their defense because, guys, I don't know if you've seen the King right now. He is motivated. I've never seen him like this, man.
Yeah.
He has a fire in his eyes, a fuego in his eyes. That's what he has. There's a fire in his eyes that's scary, man, because it's like he's so motivated. So Bates, but watch out, Bates, Eli. Matter of fact, they might run away from him, and he might be trying to find them just to hit him because he just want to hit them.
Right.
That's how crazy this man is right now. So those are the two clips that I wanted to see. And people, if you're not a big person of a big film person that understands X's and O's, just go back and look at the game just on a spectator standpoint. The Raiders game and the Cleveland game. Go back and look at those specific games. You can go look at the Jets game too because the Jets beat them also. Okay.
Right.
And as Hawk said, you can run the ball. If the Raiders would have kept running the ball, they probably would have won that game.
Facts. Yep.
So, and then another thing, and we can get up out of here. Zach Taylor. He calls cookie cutter play. He's a vanilla play caller.
Facts.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Hawk.
He is. The whole Oakland game, same plays the entire time. Bunch of curl routes, right?
Yep.
Every about 5th or 6th play, if he wants to throw it deep, he looks for Boyd deep on the post or the corner route.
They run a lot of 11 personnel. That's their base set. 11 personnel on offense. That is their base set. Yep. So when you're going up against a coach like Vrabel, it's like going up against Belichick. It's like you're a rookie coach going up against a veteran coach. I'm not calling Vrabel Vrabel. I'm not calling him Belichick, but it's like, okay, Zach, now you're going to have to kind of switch it up. So like you said, exposure is about to happen.
Yep.
And I think once it happens, I think the media is going to be confused. I think Bengals fans are going to be kind of confused. They're going to be like, we thought our team was good. Yes, you're good. You just ran up into a better team and a just an all complete rounded team. So
That's right, man. That's right. So, well, Jacques, that's a hell of a breakdown, bro. I totally agree. And you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, we just wanted to take the time out for those that might not know about a lot about the Bengals, kind of show you all some film of what it is and how we can expose them. We have plenty of opportunities to win this football game. So, for those Titan fans that's going to the game, man, go to the game yelling, man, make the stadium rock. I know when 22 hits the field, man, the field might literally crack in half, especially if he makes a touchdown. So just be there, tighten up. Let's beat who they. For those who, if you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to subscribe to our channel as well on Instagram. You can check us out at Tennessee Titans Weekly, on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. Check us out on Apple. Check us out at Spotify. Hey, we bringing content, man.
And when you do check us out, cut your notification bells on. It'll let you know when we go live or post any type of content. That way, throughout these playoffs, we can put out this content and y'all be there live and intact to witness this greatness. So hey, I'll be there Saturday. It's gonna be freezing, but I'm gonna be there. Tighten up. There'll be a couple of tailgates too, guys. It's a lot of events going on Saturday. So just be on your lookout. If you're a season ticket holder, look out for your emails to get those emails for events.
Yep.
And ultimately, man, let's go there. Let's go in here. Let's rock the stadium. Let's get this W. Let's go to this AFC champ, man. Let's go to this Super Bowl, man. Let's do it.
Well, I'm gonna end this show with my Joe Burrow glasses. He for some reason likes to wear glasses. He's Joe Cool, I guess. I guess I'll be Hawk Cool on this one. You know what I mean? So I got my Burrows on right now, man. So we'll see how it looks at the end of the game to see if these glasses all beat up and dirty from him getting sacked. So Cincinnati Bengals, we want to just advise you. We just expose you.
Exposed.